Testing, testing. All right. We have this here. Copy link. Testing, testing. All right. We have this here. Copy link. Testing, testing. We are live. Come join. We are live. Come join. All right, send it. Okay, perfect. Now let's get our music going. Here we go. Testing, making sure my mic still works. Alright, perfect. Our mic still works. We can still talk and have the music in the background. We're gonna give this roughly another 3 minutes for people to join. So let's give some people some time. Hello, Alex. Joe, how are you doing today? Getting everything set up. What flow screener do I use? I use Unusual Whales. So, it's probably my favorite one to use. Give this a little bit longer, give some more people time to join up. Appreciate everyone who... Alrighty everyone, so for those of you guys who are here, my name is Kyle, or FBI. I am one of the owners of Royal Market Burglars, and this is Sunday Stock Talk. For everyone who is new, what this is basically is it's me giving an explanation of what I see going on throughout the week, and what I think is going to happen, and what I could see potentially occur, and stuff that I'm looking at and what I'm looking for. So, I just want to play this quick video for you guys real fast. It's from last Sunday Stock Talk. So you're just gonna listen to it.
Can
Listen to
explain
this.
what I have. So that's my ES outlook on what I'm looking
Listen to
at.
what I have to say about the
For my
upside here.
upside, I haven't explained my upside actually yet for the most part. But yeah, if we do manage to break above this 42.22 level, 0.75 level here, and we can see 42.38.84, I'd look for some consolidation trigger between
So the levels I'm currently talking about are
42.38.75
currently
and
here.
42.27.75.
Over here, I
Any
was talking
consolidation
about
with
this
that is
stuff.
good consolidation for a
We,
potential momentum push back upwards to around 42.53, 42.55.
so I was calling it
And then if
around
we can
here.
break above that, we should see
Talking about a break above 40.
42.66
Mm-hmm.
to 42.72. That would be our next level
Right
to
around
look
here.
for before we have to start to fill volume up here again.
Up here.
So we'll be on the lookout for that.
So let me
But
pause that now.
that's my ES out.
So basically that was me explaining my entire upside and what to look for, and then right before that I explained the entire downside and how we would hit here, and how this was basically like our threshold level, where anything below here we would just completely die. We would just completely die right here. But if then I started talking about the upside, and I was talking about how if we could get a break right back above these levels again here, then we should start to see some consolidation occur here, which happens. A little slight push downwards, break back upwards again, momentum push here, and then look at we hit these levels earlier that I was talking about. Now, I was expecting us to stop around here. This is where I was kind of expecting us to go. I wasn't expecting us to go all the way up here, so we completely went past all my targets on the upside here, but we hit every single target I had on both the downside from Sunday through here to mid Tuesday all the way up to this upside push to Friday, which I find crazy. I called all of that. That's crazy. So if you guys followed that exactly, great. Um, but yeah, so I wanted to play that for you guys to kind of show you guys like these levels mean a lot and they play out throughout the whole week. So if you just stay tuned for these and actually and listen to them, you can make so much. Even if you can't follow the alerts, just always keep these levels in mind, guys, because it's played perfectly. But now we're starting to form some consolidation here. So we got this run up here, we filled this gap to Friday's value area. Let me make this bigger, like this, for you guys to see it easier. Here we go. So here's what's currently happening now. So we made this massive run up occur. We had this insane run up occur, and now we're starting to form some consolidation moves on the way up. Now these consolidation moves are what occur in a healthy uptrend. However, if we also take a look at ES on the daily, we are still holding below a big level right here. We're still holding below this massive level. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw a line right here and another one right here. So now we have a zone between these candles and this wick that was created here. So what we need to see happen here on the daily is we need to see a breakdown occur here. If we retest this level and we manage to bounce upwards, we should continue our momentum push upwards to around 440.60 to 440.80. I mean, let me see here actually before I start saying stuff like that. We'd see a, actually, yeah. We would see a pushback upwards to 440.65, and then we would see 440.75, then 45.12.5. I'd say roughly between this range here. I'm gonna make this a zone because this is an important. Oh yeah, this is very important. I'm gonna just draw it first, and then I'll show you guys. It's right around there. Perfect. Cool. Don't want that. Okay, so now we got this going on here. We have this massive zone occurring. So if we can manage to break above here, we should see this level occur. We should see this zone between 45.11 and 45.25 before we continue upwards to 45.86.75. Now, that's a lot of resistance going on to the upside here, guys. So what I'm expecting for us to do is for us to break down here below 444 flat. Below 44.40 flat. For ES, I'm looking for a breakdown of to around 44.20. So in SPY terms, I would be looking. Hold on, give me a second. Main grid. How do I get star cells? Here we go. So for SPY, that would mean that I'm looking for roughly around here. This is where I'm looking for a retest of. So if you're in voice chat Friday, I actually took SPY puts right here. I took SPY puts right up here, guys, for next week. So I'm actually looking for a downside push. That was mainly a voice live chat alert that I gave, so if you're in it, then just stay in it for live chat. But yeah, I'm going to be looking for a push right back down to around these levels here. And what also I like to look at is, where is it? The weekly. Was this the one I was looking at? I think so. Yeah, this is a very, very strong imbalance we have going on here. Very strong imbalance in this buy side here that we have. So we may even potentially fill this back and go down even more. But remember, this is the weekly, so this is going to occur over some time. This push we had was just insane, which in my opinion makes me also believe that it could be a dead cat bounce. And that's why I'm looking for a drop back down to at least this level here between 43.44 and 4,300 flat by like maybe the end of April, hopefully. I mean, honestly, we could even get that sooner. Basically, like with the market and how it's been moving lately, like, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it one bit. We could get there way sooner. So be on the lookout for that, because we could see a continuation push to the downside here, guys. Because remember, we still could be in a potential bear market. Actually, let me check that. Give me a second here. Let me see. Are we still in a bear market? How much are we down? I believe we are, honestly. I'm almost like positive. This is still considered a bear market. From highs that we were at, we are down 7%. Yeah, so we are still, yeah, we are still in a bear market, guys. So I'm gonna do some charting real fast. Give me a second. Um, okay, so when we first dropped, we recovered 8%, and then we dropped again 10%, and then we recovered 7%, and then we dropped again 5, recovered 3, dropped 2, recovered 6. We could see a drop. We could see another drop occur, maybe like I'd say maybe like 422 for SPY, honestly, we could see potentially, guys. I would look for that for the downside. For the upside, I would look for SPY to, of course, like I was talking about, hit these levels here, 45.26 to even 466 or 4660.75 to 4641.75. Um, but yeah, that's all I got for ES. So, what other stocks did I want to look at? Oh yeah, XLE. XLE, big stock that I wanted to look at. I saw a ton of flow coming for XLE, guys. Like, I'm talking a ton of flow. Let me see real fast. How much was it? Yeah, XLE had $961 million in call premium get dumped straight into it. And there's only 12.1 mil in put premium. So, with the way this chart is looking right here, I can make this bigger for you guys. I am going to be looking for this to potentially push up even harder. Remember, this is energy, XLE, so people are starting to rebuy up energy again. So be on the lookout for this stock. Let me actually pull it up here. XLE. And we'll look at it side by side with its TPO. We do not want the weekly. We would look at the hourly. Let's see. So many nice levels it has. So right now it's building a base right here. We can see here on the 1 hour it's trying to build a base right between 74.55 and 73.40. It was trying to build a base between there. For the bigger base, it's trying to form between 74.63 and 70.66. That would be the bigger base it would be forming for the 1 hour, or the bigger consolidation, we should say. Any move above 74.23 should see 74.59, and then after that 75.31 for a move upwards to 76.90. If we can break 76.90, this is going to continue to break upwards to 77.61, and it's, yeah, 77.61, and then 80. This could potentially go to 80, and I mean all of these calls are 25 days out. Um, they're 50, 60 calls, so it's like, yeah, 51 calls, 63 calls. Um, but yeah, so we have to be on the lookout for the, yeah, they're all, let me see, yeah, 11 days out, 25 days out, 13.8 mil, 1.3 mil, 2.7 mil, 1.4 mil, 2.1 mil, 10.2 mil, 1.8 mil. Like, there's so much money being dumped into calls right now, so that's why I'm looking for a potential move to the upside here. What other stock would I be looking at? I mean, right here too. Like, I mean, a break above 70, a clear break above 75. I think this goes upwards to 77 and sees 80 again, guys. So be on the lookout for this. Honestly, this is a big stock on my list that I'm going to be looking at for this week. Um, Let me see what else. What else was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, oh yeah. I forgot to mention this again. So we have a massive dark pull on SPY at 445.80. And Friday we managed to touch that dark pull, or we not touch it, but like we managed to get 20 cents away from it before a massive rejection occurred. So what I'd be looking for around here is for this dark pull to be a sell order, and if that's the case, then we still have more downside to occur. And if that's the case, then energy would push upwards. Actually, let's take a look at CL. Yeah, CL is currently up 2% right now, so it's been moving while SPY has been dropping. So let's see if energy can continue to move upwards. Oil and everything can move up, because then that would mean XLE is going to push upwards. Another stock I'd be looking at is Bank of America. I saw a ton of flow come in for it. Let me pull up my flow real fast for it so I can talk about it. But okay, yeah. So there was 17.4 million being dumped in call volume and call premiums versus 6 million in put premium. And all of these contracts were for roughly a month out or so. So I decided to grab a little bit farther out and give time and snagged what was it? I think September's. September's right? I think I snagged or June's. Maybe I got June's. Yeah, I got June's. Okay. Yeah, I got June 17th, 44 calls. So I'm basically looking for Bank of America to make a really nice push upwards to around this level here. And if we can see 45 occur, then that would be awesome. It is getting this nice trend here. And buyers are high currently, so this is a nice level for it. And I mean, if we can take a big, more look at it, we see this occurring. So we see that starting to form like a little triangle here. So it's going to form a big move potentially. Hopefully to the upside to around 43.54. And then it should see upwards of 45. That would be yeah, that would be the bigger picture. I mean, if we could see that worse, then we could see 48 to 50 again. Because I mean, like these calls that I was seeing come in for it were like $100,000 calls coming in for Bank of America. And they were all for the roughly like between 25, not 25, sorry, between 45 and 50. That's what people were grabbing. So that's what I went with as well. Do you look for mostly out the money option flow? I do not. No. I just mainly look for like big significant flow, or at least flow that I find significant where it's like, huh, why is this person like for example SQ? I was wondering, I was like, why would someone dump $11 million into a 0 day? You know, it's stuff like that that I look for when it comes down to flow. And if I see something unusual like that, then I kind of curious and would like to enter into it. Or if I see a ton of orders come in, then I'm like, well, what's happening with that stock right now? So I had to pay attention to that. And then, of course, I have to relate what's happening on the actual stock and figure out what the flow is saying, too. Because, I mean, like, half the time the flow can be wrong, also. So you have to look for specific stuff. And you have to make sure it lines up with the chart. What other stock did I want to look at? Was it AMD, I think? I don't think it was AMD. I can't remember right now. So, on that note, if any of you guys have any questions you want to ask me or any stocks you want me to look at, type them down below and I can look at them for you guys. Nike. Alrighty, let's look at Nike. I was like, what do you mean I can't find Nike? I forgot it's NKE. Um, they have earnings tomorrow. They have earnings tomorrow, yeah, after market. Um, I hate earnings. I do not ever look at stocks with earnings. I mean, like, I do, but, like, I don't necessarily play them often just because I hate playing it. But, I mean, just from looking at this from a technical standpoint, um, Nike. Nike is retesting 132.30 level here, which is a resistance level that we can draw out right here. I can even move this down some, like right there. And it is kind of breaking above it, but we want to see it hold above here. So if it can't hold above here, then this still has room to the downside occur. But this is all from a technical standpoint. Like, I don't keep up with Nike at all, so I can't tell you how they're going to do on earnings. However, let's check out some flow for it. So I have specific criteria I look for when it comes down to earnings, and I'm looking for anything above $1 million being put into something, and Nike does not fit that criteria. And its flow is pretty mixed for the most part, I'd say. So I would not like Nike at all until earnings occurs afterwards. I'm just not even gonna look at it just because I don't like it. What else do we got? Baba. So Baba's actually been making a nice bounce here. I am kind of China stock bias, not bias, I should say, but I'm like, I think China stocks could go down, just in my opinion, more. I see this just as like a recovery for it happening before they drop back below 100. And I mean, Baba could potentially see, I mean, 50s. But I don't keep up with Chinese stocks either. From a technical standpoint, we do have a big level right here. There is a head and shoulders as well. Okay. So we do have this head and shoulders that forms here. Got that. We have our left shoulder, our head. We have our right shoulder here. And then we have our shoulder line, our neckline here that we broke. So as soon as we broke that neckline, we just started free falling. Like, not even free falling, but it was more like just a slow meltdown occur. And now we had these push upwards that filled this basically slow meltdown. So what should occur now is that we should, I mean, it's already happening too. Like we can see here, there's not even enough buyers anymore. Like, it's not as strong as it was. So this could flip potentially right back downwards and see 100 again. But if it can break 108 point, I mean, if it can break 110.4, this could potentially see 113.24 before seeing 120 again. So I would be careful with that. I mean, let me see here. Yeah, yeah, it is a pretty strong level there. And then of course we have up here. So I mean, if we continue up here, I say Baba could potentially hit 124, 125. But I am still looking for some downside here and for it not to hold this 110.4 level and to see 100 again. UPS, what is it? ZS? Is that not? What is this? Never heard of this one. I have zero clue what this is. I mean, I see that. I've never really traded this stock. I have no idea what it is, but it looks exactly like how Bob. I mean, not exactly how, but like kind of same structure where it's getting this push up. It's not getting a push up. It's getting a slow push upwards. And you know how Baba had that slow melt downwards before it pushed upwards? This one right here is having a slow push upwards that could lead to a strong push downwards. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm just trying to find the level for it. And I think it could be roughly 230, 231 would be your level to look for before it drops again. You could even give it to 29.63. What is this? What's the very high of this? 225. You could give no, that's the open. 229.97. So basically 230. This could potentially see 230, but before it comes right back down. If it can't break above 225.57, look for it to push below 220.50 before seeing 216.85 again and then seeing 211.62. Looks like at UPST. Same thing. Slow melt upwards occurring here. Slow melt up upwards, actually forming it at a nice level here. Um, yeah, right here. This would be your main level to look for, 127, 128.18. We are just near it. I mean, this could do the same thing and push right back downwards, but it is above this level here. So this is a break-in structure. So it could see some consolidation form between 128.18 and 119.58. If it breaks below 119.58, look for it to come back down to 117.48, and then look for it to come back down to 115 to like 114.65. Does anyone else any other stocks do you want me to look at? I'm gonna give it a little bit longer. Anyone have any other questions? Any other stocks? Tesla? Okay, we can do Tesla. Why am I doing? There we go. Same thing. Slow melt upwards occurring. Let's see here though. This is very strong. This is very strong move that occurred here. There are a bunch of buyers, so I could see that if this stays above 900, this can make a push back upwards to see 920 to 926. So we have to kind of be careful about that. Um, but yeah, if it can't hold above 900, look for this to come back down to around 850. I would say. Yeah, around 850 is when it should drop again. I'm trying to think what else. Above 926? I mean, yeah, above 926, Tesla could go up back to like 965 to 1,000 level here. There's a bunch of levels here in between here, but if it can manage to like break a bunch of this resistance, a bunch of this volume that it has formed around here, then it could easily see 1,000 again. Okay, looks like no one else has any other stocks they want me to look at. So, on that note, I will end it here. And thank you guys for tuning in. And I will see everyone tomorrow. Let's make some money. Oh, yeah, and make sure to hit the likes and thumbs up button. And if you aren't subscribed already, please subscribe. And on that note, I am out of here.